Recording this video Monday 30th of January 2012. It's about 30 minutes before the close, 2:41 p.m. Chicago time. Just want to get this video out. Interesting day. So Sunday night we sold off pretty hard. 4,500 tip bar chart. This is the close on Friday, open on Sunday evening, and then this is the open on Monday morning. So we had a pretty steep sell-off down to 1,300, and then we spent the first 30-40 minutes trying to find a bottom here in the market. About 9 o'clock we kind of took off to the upside, having found exhaustion selling down here, blue professional bars coming in at the lows, and then we kind of set off, and we set off with kind of some fairly strong volume, and we're now kind of topping out a little bit. Had another exhaustion buying signal, bearish divergence kind of come in, and we're starting to roll over. Look at this on the 40,000, just like I was talking about this on Thursday, Friday, just how we're starting to weaken. We've had all these exhaustion, bearish divergence and flush patterns here. We've rolled over, and this is the Sunday evening we cracked through support on 40,000. We've come back up to test, and often support becomes resistance, come up to here, kind of roll over on the 13,500. This is Sunday night into the morning, and then you can see coming into this 1310 level, flush pattern here, Rambo pattern, all these amateur bars rolling over at resistance. So we could be kind of rolling over. Said this uptrend isn't going to be over till we get pullback to under trend on the 135-minute chart. So we had a go at it today. I think we're going to kind of come down some more, still looking for that cyclical support kind of area somewhere in here between 1300 and kind of 1260, 1270. So in that kind of region, find support, kind of come back up. Just to point out a couple of charts. This is a fairly important kind of turning point on a couple of charts. Euro, we've come into a pullback in a downtrend area, having had, we found support in the 27, 28s. Blue professional bars kind of come in flush signals, and we kind of get this move going with exhaustion buying at this point, but we've kind of run out of those early buyers of the euro potentially, so we're kind of softening a little bit on the euro, so kind of risk off kind of going on there. And then crude as well. Crude we kind of played out into the end of year on the daily chart to pull back to end of trend. You can see, yes, we did have a serious bottom being made down in the 70s and 80s down here with exhaustion selling, testing back down with flush patterns, blue professional bars kind of coming in at the lows. These kind of almost like a double bottom here. Cyclical support areas broke into this uptrend, but this uptrend's kind of almost run its course, pull back to end of trend. Didn't end up with fireworks, any kind of exhaustion buying up here. Very weak kind of amateur bars up at the top here, up at the top again, and then market kind of cracked a week or so ago. We had quite a lot of blue professional bars here, and we've not been able to kind of get back up to those levels above 100, so we're at this cyclical support kind of breaking below it. So again, risk off a little bit on crude, kind of looking fairly weak. So just a couple of commodity charts, currency charts to look at. So today in terms of trades, I'll tag on my day trade. The 1500 tip bar chart was a nice one today. Just show you how the day kind of panned out. So we had this kind of sell-off into the open, and it bottomed after exhaustion selling. So yes, we've got these kind of pullback to end of trend points a couple of ways along this chart, but remember you have to wait for the exhaustion signal. Everything needs to kind of line up. So we have exhaustion signals here on this kind of left shoulder. Blue professional bars kind of come in, pull back to end of trend. The trend is not over. We get another exhaustion selling signal on the end of that trend move, and so in that case I'm waiting for second cyclical turn after end of trend, where we get the bullish divergence kind of comes in. So we don't get changes in trend until bullish divergences kind of come in, and this is I'm just marking now the first bullish divergence after exhaustion is an important point for me. So marking that off, bang, we set off to an uptrend move, pull back to end of trend, kind of we start to find weakness at the coming into lunchtime, but people think this is all over. Exhaustion selling at this point, bullish divergence, but we haven't had exhaustion buying. This thing isn't over until we get that exhaustion buying. Bang, up at the highs here, very high levels coming into lunchtime, and then because we've had that on that left shoulder, that pullback to end of trend, this one's a better signal for a potential reversal of trend. So I took a short trade at this level. It was a Rambo pattern here, you can see it, amateur up bar into that pullback to end of trend. was looking for 4 points at 96, didn't get it on this leg down, and so sat through this retrace all the way back up to entry point, and then it came down again, got me out at 96 here, right at the lows. So that was good for me, and then from there we kind of bounced. I tried to take another trade on this blue bar, went long, having seen this kind of change in trend here, but just got kind of shook out, couldn't hold it. I think initially I got half a point, and then just got shaken out of this kind of move. So not good trading in terms of holding on to this move kind of going forward, but I was quite happy with my one shot one kill kind of from here effectively to down here. So there we go, I'll tag on that day trade. Hope you traded well today. Just got short 1300 even. Short 1300 even, just checking my stops and targets. And reason for getting short, pullback and a downtrend. Now we've had these blue professional bars kind of coming at the lows here this morning after a sell-off kind of Sunday evening kind of into Monday morning. Exhaustion selling, but not going to have a reversal in trend until we get a bullish divergence signal. So just playing pullback to end of trend here on 1500. Turning points at a Rambo pattern, so this kind of breakaway move at this point being led by the amateurs. So just hoping for another pass back down and kind of testing the lows. So let's see, this will be a pullback and a downtrend, so see where this goes. A couple of minutes later, things started to roll over. We're down at 99s. So hopefully when we break the lows down here at 98, we'll have a whole bunch of stops that'll be run. Target's at 96, and it's kind of, there we go. Okay, minus 7,000 on better momentum. It's quite a big reading, so haven't seen a bullish divergence signal yet, so that's kind of what will stop this move, and just playing this to the end of trend. Okay, end of trend's coming on the 1500 tip bar chart. Another exhaustion signal down here on flush, but it wasn't professional up bar, broke the lows. I know we're trying to find this bottom kind of down here, but might be lucky and get a pullback to end of trend on the 500 tip bar chart. No blue professional bars kind of down here on this sequence, just a point away. So just trying to hold out and just be nice for another little blue professional bars kind of come in on 45. Let's see which way it goes. Hopefully it'll get to 96, but if it comes back up to 99, I'll jump out. Let's fingers crossed. Okay, we've got Rambo pattern just coming at 98 3/4. So hopefully still holding this short. Hopefully it'll just kind of turn around and come back down. No blue professional bars here this time. See it kind of coming back to 99s, but another amateur up bar here, 500 tip bar chart. Just want it to roll over, just don't think this thing. Yeah, so just going to hold it through. If it comes up to 99 and beyond, just hold it through and just see what happens next time we get cyclical resistance and play back down into these lows. Well, got a retrace back to entry, and this last little down bar was an amateur down bar. That's why we're bouncing from there, but into Rambo patterns here, and I suppose I'm just hoping for these cyclical turns on these 3 time frames to kind of align. Then we'll have another kind of push down. Still looking for a bullish divergence signal on 1500. So 3 points all near enough in the bag here, and didn't kind of jump out. So anyway, let's hope for this next kind of swing down to kind of play out. Okay, so we have resistance coming on the 500, 1500. Nothing much up here. Okay, we had Rambo patterns, blue professional bars came in, initially breaking the lows of that, so kind of testing back up to 1300. Let's see if we can break this properly down to by half point. Because we had exhaustion selling on this end of trend, usually waiting for a second cyclical turn after end of trend anyway, so no blue professional bars down here, so be A bunch of stops hidden around 96s. That's all I'm looking for. So let's see. Okay, that was an amateur down bar here. Very wary of that at that kind of stage in a turnaround, just because that could be a testing down bar. We almost broke the high, but we're kind of coming back down. Rainbow pattern down here, but you know, we got this swing down to play out. Hopefully, you know, we'll see some fireworks here, but we're building this bullish divergence signal kind of down here. So rainbow patterns into 98, 97s. No blue professional bars kind of coming, which is kind of interesting. None on the 500 either. But that was just a little testing down. We kind of failed and come to 97. So just hopefully for another little push down below support on 500. Could see a pullback to end of trend here. Still holding short. Down again into another rainbow pattern here, but no blue professional bars. Got the support kind of coming in. Here we go. We're in 96s. Rainbow pattern here. So all I want is another push down. No blue professional bars yet. Just holding up for my 96. Just a little bounce off that rainbow pattern. A little retrace here. Blue professional bars kind of come in. 15,500. Just breaking the lows of that. Just need another little swing down. Support come in. Second cyclical support after end of trend on 15. So, and we've got this bullish divergence kind of setting up, kind of pushing the luck, but we're down at 96s and a quarter. Come on, just another little rush down. Just out 96 even. Excellent. And rainbow patterns, 3 of them. This last push down, you know, should probably see blue professional bar here, 8,000 on better momentum. So blue professional bar kind of down here. Looks like this might kind of set up a bullish divergence signal, which will be right for a change in trend. But there we go, one shot, one kill, 4 points. Bit hairy, because it was entry on this pullback to end of trend sequence, and then had to sit through this retrace all the way back to entry point, and then this push down again. So yeah, it was at 9:13 AM, not bad. So 20 minutes or so in that trade. So there we go. I'm just going to watch it, see if something else kind of sets up, but that's nice to do, especially after Friday, which was kind of hard going. Anyway, good.